So this one is going to be real quick. I don't have a lot of time on my device. Brown women don't need to take any advice from other brown women anymore. I don't give advice to brown women. You know why? Because I'm not interested in, you're not just a brown woman just because your complexion, you're more of a complex being than that. And when I listen to a lot of brown women, which I can't hardly listen to them, especially when they call themselves wanting to talk to other brown women, I really don't like what they have to say because it's all about, let me use the word, it's all about being black. It's all about being black. What the hell is black? I said this before. What is black? And so when I see a lot of these ladies just getting advice from some of these other gurus, I guess on YouTube or wherever they are, and they're never approaching these ladies as a unique, complex individual with a soul. They're not seeing them like that. They're just seeing a black woman. I've said this before that, but I said this on another channel. A lot of these brown women need to go on, if they want some kind of support or, they need to get around women of other cultures. I've said this before. If they want somebody to really talk to, because those people are going to see that they are brown too, but at the same time, they seem to see brown, let me tell you something, these ladies, you never know what kind of attitude they might have towards brown women, but they seem to see you more as an individual and not just a so-called, black woman, okay? When I talk to these ladies, these other women, whether they're Asian, Latino, whatever, they might have their judgments or whatever based on society. At the same time, the conversation with them is a lot different. They're not really approaching you as a so-called black woman. They're just approaching you as an individual. They're talking to you as you, just like you're them, like an individual. They're not treating you like you're just some kind of black woman or whatever. Granted, like I said, you got people that got their attitudes and all they doggone stereotypes, but when I listen to women, brown women, these gurus, and want to call themselves getting advice, they always want to correct brown women. They always want to find issues with, and constantly finding issues with a group of people is just going to make them worse. That, like, you constantly judging somebody, it's not going to make them better. So if you see them doing something wrong and you constantly getting mad and you constantly judging them and going off and getting frustrated, you're only going to make the problem worse. I don't know. I don't think brown women know how to speak life into each other, and that's why I say they need to go to talk to women of other cultures. I don't think brown women have a mind of freedom. I don't think they have a mind of freedom. I think they are the biggest slaves. I think they are the biggest slaves. I hardly can even listen to them. They're so abusive towards each other. Black bitches. I get how you talk, but when these women talk about other groups of women, they're not so disrespectful like that. Like, that's just like, it's best to pretty much, there ain't too many brown women that it's safe to really talk to. They are so freaking abusive. They need help themselves. I don't care how intelligent they are. They need to know not to see you as just a brown woman or a black woman. They need to know that you are a individual with a soul, a complex being. They need to see that. And I don't know why they can't freaking see that. Okay? I'm hearing all this. I just listen to one or two people, and I don't, when it comes to talking about too much about brown women, I don't listen too long, because I just think the whole thing is, when I hear other brown women give brown women advice, I think they're low vibrational. I think these women, because they're very judgy towards other brown women. That's why they ain't getting better. And that's why brown women is better off listening to, let me just say, I'm just going to say other cultures of women. You're better off if you want somebody to listen to or talk to. I don't really listen to anybody tell me how to be who I'm supposed to be. The best person to listen to is really yourself now. But like what I'm saying is, if you want just somebody to talk to, it's best to talk to somebody who's not going to just approach you as if you some kind of brown woman. I've talked to other people, and I don't really, get on this whole thing about, oh, being a brown woman is hard. I don't think like that. But my point is when I do talk to other groups of women, and we just have regular conversations, they are talking to me about regular situations as if I am them. Like, whether they're Asian, whether they're Caucasian women, or whether they're Latino. They are talking to me as if I'm just like them. They're not they're not really seeing me when they're talking. I can tell they're not seeing that there is a bit of a difference in cultures. And they know it, but I'm just saying. They talk, when we talk, it's like I'm no different from them. Okay? Like, they see me as just somebody else, not just some brown woman. But when it comes to other brown women, they're so judgmental, they're so freaking negative. Even if they call themselves being gurus and having all this experience and relationship advice, they're so abusive. Brown women are just abusive. They're judgmental. And when I say judgmental, it's like you're not allowed to make a mistake. And what is a mistake? Because what they consider wrong might not be wrong, but they just want to find everything wrong. They just want to find everything wrong. I think for a lot of young brown ladies, they need to go elsewhere if they want somebody to talk to, because they need to go somewhere where people are going to see them other than just being brown women or so-called black women. Because I'm seeing too many black women, brown women, they focus on race too much. They're too focused on what you call race. The black women, they do this, and why it gotta be about black women though? That's why they can't get right, because you keep talking about black. Just get rid of black. That's why their ass ain't right. That's why they need to go somewhere else. Stop getting advice from other brown women. There's something wrong with them. Okay? Because they need to work on themselves. That's why. How you constantly finding something wrong with somebody like you all perfect? That lets you know that you got a lot of work to do on yourself. I don't care how old you are and how smart you are. You got a lot of work to do on yourself. Anyway, that's it, and I'll talk later.